of course, which is Anfield, but a new playing surface which has been amazingly relayed in the... led by James Milner, with Jordan Henderson still on his way back from that injury that has... who made the short journey down the road from Preston. Not many do that journey from Preston to Blackpool, deadly rivals. In defence, Joel Matip's return from injury is timely ahead of the new season. We're expecting Takumi as a new era as the...
to play.
Blackpool, a club that's had some great characters as their manager. That's a foul by James Milner, and dare we say it, on another day, probably a yellow card as well, as Hamilton was... Blackpool have started well here. The way his own set-up alongside one of his partners at the academy when he was at Liverpool, in Mike Garrity. Again, looking for that little run of Hamilton. Yates is in support, and so too is Kai. And he just gets on with it and does it. Here he is now. That's towards Sadio Mane.
Player as well.
That's a little touch by Kai. And it comes towards Yates. And Matip had it. It's Keita. And Salah looking for recruitment teams, and they do have the recruitment specialist. That was interesting from Hamilton. He looked as though he might have just spotted Alisson a little off his line there and maybe just tried to catch a really good run. Might have just overrun that. Actual scouts. It's Mane. Just a good piece of defending by Turton, making sure that there was no way past it. Kai. Keeps Liverpool on the front foot. That's beautifully done by Mane to Firmino. That's a fine piece of defending. Lovely control to just get the trouble. And Hamilton has the opportunity to run away at goal. He has Yates square, he goes for goal. Didn't need the man in support. It's a fine finish by Hamilton, giving Alisson no chance. And Blackpool have the lead.
Well, you have to say it's been coming. They've been dangerous in a couple of breaks, have Blackpool, and really Billy Committee will just not decisive enough, should I say it.
Nicely done for Salah, and here's Sadio Mane. Splendid save by the goalkeeper, and then another outstanding stop, but the flag's up anyway against Minamino as the... Mane again. That's a lovely ball that's just delivered. Look at Anfield. Good take by Alisson under a little bit of pressure. Keita. You just saw a move to Fleetwood. Still making good ground again. Cometio half away from it, already very advanced. There's four in the middle. It's a lovely ball, and it's only a really good piece of defending that denies Roberto Firmino Milner. Keita. One round the back. Kian over with a cross. It picks out. Milner did think about going short again to Minamino. This time he decides to go a little longer. Mane. Lovely switch. First time ball. Won't find a red shirt. Difficult.
Yeah, the idea is a good one. Try and get it into...
That's nicely done. And the strike well saved. Really good strike by Minamino. And the goalkeeper was grateful it was straight at him.
Well, Liverpool's best bits.
That's Milner again. It's towards Sadio Mane. The goalkeeper will make the save. As Firmino hooks towards goal. Comfortable for Maxwell. Alisson has to come there and has to be careful. Well, Craig Pawson's had a little look at that. If it was anything, it looked as though it was perhaps just outside the penalty area. Against Alisson. That's a fantastic penalty. We saw some absolute crackers in the Community Shield a week ago, and that's right up there with them from Jerry Yates. What a fine spot kick.
Well, it's not a long run up. Sometimes I do question only taking a couple of steps, but certainly, you know, back exit confidence there. Lovely penalty. right in the side net, always.
That's Firmino. This is Minamino. That's towards Mane. Awake again. And they're dynamic and they're quick. And they are very, very potent. Really make great strides under new ownership. Certainly sending out a message here. Minamino teasing and twisting. It comes to Keita. And it comes off the woodwork. Sorry if the goalkeeper got a little touch on that. The referee says he doesn't. It was a fine effort.
It's a great effort from
held up well by Turton. Goalkeeper's ball. Now Keita, it's a miscue which almost turns into a chance for Salah. And it's another piece of very good defending from Nottingham to get in the way.
Well, James Milner waited in the
position they moved into in the Community Shield when they were chasing the game. Mane's offside again here. And the flag will go up against him. And it's not the first time. It's been frustrating. The delivery is good, and it's in, and it's beautifully done by Joel Matip. Liverpool do find a goal to get themselves back into the game, and it was beautifully done by the big man.
Well, it's a lovely ball from James Milner. We've seen him put a lot of balls in from this left-hand side, not with the same effect, though, and it's a good lead by the big centre-back at the far post.
And on towards Firmino. He does have support. That's a fine piece of defending to make sure there was no way through from Keshi Anderson, who went all the way with Roberto. And Blackpool come again with Yates. Alisson manages to get in the way. Now Mane. Great take by Firmino. And he tried the little stab towards goal, and comfortable for Maxwell.
Oh, it's the old-fashioned toe poke when you just can't.
Half-time, Liverpool 1, Blackpool 2. Short for Milner. He's done well to win the block challenge, and Firmino's effort is beaten away by the goalkeeper, who's only just come on, but watched that very well. Berg lifted towards Minamino. It comes off Sadio Mane, and it does eventually go in. It was all pinballing around the penalty area, and Sadio Mane eventually profits from it. Huge stroke of luck with the clearance striking him, and then him taking advantage of that.
Well, after a couple of ricochets, it's a simple tap-in for Sadio Mane. But credit to Liverpool, they get
well by the goalkeeper. It's Keanu over and Minamino, and in for Liverpool. Brilliantly done by Roberto Firmino. Quick feet, and Liverpool now lead.
Well, there's a little bit more intensity about Liverpool's build-up play, a little bit sharper. Put Blackpool under a little bit more pressure. We're making mistakes, but we never saw in that first 45 minutes. The ball again, Minamino is in that 18-yard box.
Origi, lovely ball, and this is Elliott. That's a really, really good finish. The goalkeeper frustrated, felt he could have kept it out, but Harvey Elliott gets Liverpool's fourth, and it is much more now of what you'd expect the scoreline to look like. And Firmino still going here, and it's Minamino, and it's another Liverpool goal. But that is all about Roberto Firmino, who got the ball on the edge of his own penalty area, went the length of the field, and teed up Minamino for Liverpool's fifth. Brilliant from Roberto Firmino.
Well, when you're talking about transition from defence into attack, this is what you're talking about. You just don't quite see it there, that Firmino.
It's nicely done. It's Curtis Jones, the queuing up to Origi. 6 for Liverpool. Divock Origi with the simplest of tasks to turn it home after some lovely build-up play.
Well, Liverpool really patient on the edge of the 18-yard box.
Wait to Naby Keita, and Keita's cross, and round the back is Elliott. Oh, it's lovely from Liverpool. It's beautifully done. It's Berg in the end who was right on hand to tap the ball over the line. But whatever Milner and Minamino decided they were doing with it, well, it certainly worked.
Well, I like taking short corners. I think Liverpool, certainly the variation is there.